I'd like to welcome
For lunch.
all of us to tonight's meeting. Vanessa, please call the roll.
Chair Davis,
Here.
Vice Chair Milliken,
I am here.
Treasurer Gabarty, Secretary Hatcher,
Here.
Trustee Fleming,
Just.
Trustee McKnight Morton,
Here.
Trustee Milshine.
Here.
Do I hear a motion to approve the agenda?
So move.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Is there anyone from the WCCEA that would like to speak on behalf of Ms. Kissel? Any public comments? Okay. Under new business, we have a discussion on the CNC lathe machine purchase by VPI Vega.
Good evening.
Good evening.
So the idea is to use Perkin funds. I mean, the gist of it, to use Perkin funds to purchase this new CNC lathe machine, replacing a 26-year-old machine, and it's been in the process of replacing all the CNC machines in the area of advanced manufacturing. About 5 years ago, there are 5 machines. About 5 years ago, under Dean Tucker, when he was the dean, 2 were replaced. And now this will be the 3rd machine to be replaced using Perkins grants. And as you can see, this is new type of machine, has all the securities, and has a 3-dimensional access. And again, I'm not an expert on those machines, but I read a little bit about how they operate, and it's not like the old lathe machines that we see sometimes, that I've seen in videos in YouTube. It's a fantastic machine that actually even can do simulations too, and has a lot of added securities for the students.
So every 26 years, these have to be replaced, or are these, are these more disposable? They have to be replaced every 5 years? What's the longevity on this?
I think they think, I don't really know what is the longevity. They last for a long time. They at least the old ones, as you can see, a 25-year machine that is still functioning, but it's not the most safe, and it's not up to standard with what is used in the industry. So what the idea of keep replacing them, I mean, these are expensive pieces of machine, and what we're trying to do is to little by little being updating everything to be at factory standards.
If I may,
Go ahead.
No, you had a question, I'm not, you go
Who
ahead.
manufactures CNC machines?
There are many. This company is called Haas. That's the vendor, the
Domestic or imported?
You know what? I don't know. I think they're American. I think they're American made. And again, there are very many manufacturers, but they have worked with the college before, and it's kind of one of the standards in the industry nowadays in this type of machine, because the prices are come down a bit. So that's what we have decided to go with them.
Thank you.
Go ahead, Trustee Hatcher.
Is this the last of the 3? Is that all we have, or we have 10 and?
We have 5.
We have 5, so 2 more will be.
2 more will be
replaced.
replaced.
Okay.
As we get the Perkins funding. Yes.
And since it's Perkins funding, the Perkins grant is to us, which is why we have to approve it for you. Is that correct?
It's the purchasing over, it's our purchasing policy with
Over
the
a certain
board that it's
amount.
Correct.
over a certain
Even if
amount
it's
of money.
Over a
Perkins?
certain amount.
Even if it's
Correct.
Even
Perkins.
if it's Perkins, okay.
Correct.
Thank you.
Trustee McKnight Morton.
It's just a comment. I remember when the machines were brand new, when I came on board. So I came on board and I was 28, so, So I do remember when they were put in, and excuse me, but every trustee had a chance to go look at it, and peruse it. Like we were looking, I didn't know what I was looking at.
I mean, I would love to know how to use them. For what I've seen is something incredible. You use a CAD system and make the design, and you simply program the machine, and you close the lid on that machine, and the machine will do it. It's impressive. Not like in the old days that you have to do it by hand, kind of. It's an impressive piece of machine. That's for certain.
When those machines are retired, we ought to give one to you.
Oh, wouldn't it be nice? Yeah.
President Blanco.
You know, to your question about repairing them and how long, the longevity, I would anticipate it's going to be a lot sooner than 26 years because of the technology that is with these machines. So maybe, you know, 5, 10 years. This is a wild guess, but you know, the industry is moving so quickly and the skill set is evolving. So
We already have instructors in place with the training that they need before this machine shows up for the students?
Yes,
Already have
yes.
two.
they're amazing.
And actually, the company will actually, they will come, and that's part of the cost is to install the machine and actually to train the faculty. But we have those type of machines already here, so the instructors are familiar with them.
I'm going to ask this question. Once the student is finished with the training, what type of jobs do they get? And are they, you know, payable?
They can go in all the type of industries, particularly the car industry, because that's where they create the parts or the manufacturer, the suppliers for the company cars, and anybody that has to do with any of those type of materials in which they create these complicated parts like car parts or bearings and these type of things, and using this type of machine, which is when they go out there for the actual job, actually they are already familiar with the machine, so they don't need to get to a job and then, I need to start relearning what the training is.
Okay.
So that's generally what they get, and they're workplace, and those type of jobs are actually in high demand nowadays.
High demand and high wages?
I don't want to
good.
venture to say, but
Yeah.
I think the wages are way above the. I will venture to say that upper 40s, way over 40 in a good machinist.
out.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Great.
Actually, go ahead, no, you're first.
Go ahead, trustee Hester.
How many students do we have in mechatronics advanced manufacturing?
I don't have the number, but I can find that for you.
Okay.
I know it's been growing. I know the program has been growing and it's popular, but I don't have that number with me. I can get it for you.
Okay.
No. Go ahead. When you hear conversations about the skills gap, this is an area where there's a huge skills gap. So, and as Vice President Vega was mentioning, they not only can go in the area of mobility, but when you see someone who can manufacture tools, tool and die is manufacturing a tool. And the tool that they manufacture goes on another machine that manufactures. It's just so fascinating. So I get excited about stuff like this, but.
Will the Wilson Foundation and Ballmer Foundation grant help us to do some
Good
increased
question.
training in this field?
Yes, actually, that is one of the areas that
Sounds
we've
like it.
identified as a high wage area.
Yes.
And now the tough part is we can't keep students because
Yeah.
what happens is the market, they want them so bad that as soon as they have a skill set, even though it's not the entire skill set, they recruit them away. And
So they end up training them.
yeah,
Correct.
so
Yeah, it's pretty common in those areas that they came here, take a couple of courses, and the industry will come and snatch them. Yep. It's pretty common.
Further discussion?
yes, I'd like to make a request.
Okay.
And I don't know if I'm doing this appropriately, Chief Counsel, but we were supposed to bring this to you sooner. And somehow this request, got lost in the shuffle somewhere. And it's very important. This faculty member has been requesting this for some time. It has been approved. And I'd really encourage the board to think about approving it tonight so that we can be sure that we have it in place for September so that this faculty member and the faculty members there can use it in their program.
How about if we amend the agenda to make this an action item tonight? Would that be going in the right direction?
I would appreciate that.
Is that a
Yes.
motion?
Second that.
Okay. Moved that we amend the agenda to an action item. Do we do a roll call? Voice vote? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, it's been moved to an action item. Do I hear a motion?
I will recommend that the Board of Trustees approve the purchase of the ST10Y CNC lathe with simulator and live tooling in the amount not to exceed $93,937.25.
Support.
Been moved and supported. Do I have a roll call?
Chair Davis,
Yes.
Vice Chair Milken,
Yes.
Secretary Hatcher,
Yes.
Trustee McKnight Morton,
Yes.
Trustee Milshine.
Yes.
Thank you. That's something that we
Thank
do
you.
need to have right away, and thank
Thank
you
you.
for bringing that up, Vice Chair Milliken, because it was on my mind too, so, good.
Great minds.
Amen. All right. I would like to entertain a motion to recess the special meeting and move into closed session to discuss collective bargaining strategy. Do I hear a motion?
So move.
Support.
Discussion? Vanessa, please call the roll.
Chair Davis,
Yes.
Vice Chair Milliken,
Yes.
Secretary Hatcher,
Yes.
Trustee McKnight Morton,
Yes.
Trustee Milshine.
Yes.
All right, so we're going to move to room 120. The meeting is now recessed.
Chair Davis,
Yes.
Vice Chair Milliken,
Yes.
Secretary Hatcher,
Yes.
Trustee McKnight Morton,
Yes.
Trustee Milshine.
Yes.
For tab B, in on our agenda, the recommendation is that the Board of Trustees approve the following resolution. Whereas the Board of Trustees of Washtenaw Community College appoints its negotiations team to negotiate with the Office Professional Technical Association affiliated with MEA, NEA, be it resolved that the Board of Trustees of Washtenaw Community College appoints as its negotiator Vanessa Brooks, replacing Victor Vega. Be it further resolved that this individual will be given the necessary power to make proposals, consider proposals, and make concessions in the course of negotiating or bargaining, subject to the final approval of the Board of Trustees. Do I hear a motion?
So moved?
Support.
Any discussion? Okay, Vanessa, please call the roll.
Chair Davis,
Yes.
Vice Chair Milliken,
Yes.
Secretary Hatcher,
Yes.
Trustee McKnight Morton,
Yes.
Trustee Milshine.
Yes.
Okay, now I'd like to entertain a motion to adjourn the special meeting.
So move.
Support.
Any discussion? Hearing none? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All right, thank you. The special meeting is now adjourned.
Thank you, Madam Chair.